Tonight's second game of the doubleheader here at the UDA Palestra. Tonight, the Lady Trojans have the opportunity for the first and only time this year to play host to the Eagles of Line Mountain. So the Lady Eagles are here to take on our Trojans. It's the coaching debut here at UDA of Coach Mike Calnon, the new head coach of the Line Mountain Eagles, and he will be facing the veteran coach, I'll call him Mr. Tom Ozenbach of the UDA Trojans. So we'll be set to go with tonight's battle in just one moment here as the buzzer has sounded. I assume we'll have the national anthem, I'm not sure. But at any rate, we'll have the opening tip-off here in what could be a good ball game. Both teams hungry for a victory. The UDA Trojans coming off of 2 consecutive losses to Halifax and Selinsgrove, and the Lady Eagles, on the other hand, have not won a varsity ball game this year yet, having dropped 3 in a row. So both teams looking for a victory here tonight, and we'll see what the outcome might be in just a moment. Have the introduction of the ball players, we think, and then the national anthem. I'd like to mention that the video of tonight's ball game is due in part to the assistance of Colleen McClure, number 21 of the Eagles, who plugged in my electrical cord. I assured Colleen I would give her mention on the videotape. So we thank Colleen, and I think we're about ready for the introductions, and then we'll have the opening tip-off. Okay, to begin the ball game tonight, the Trojans send out Brandy Williard. She'll be the center. The 2 forwards are one of the forwards is Andrea Latshaw, the other one is Kim Bechtel, and the 2 guards are Allison Minnick and Heather Williard. So we are set to go. She'll be tipping off against Steph Ebersol, will be the center for the Line Mountain Eagles, and here goes the opening tip of tonight's ball game. Going to be controlled, knocked out of bounds. No, wait a minute. Opening tip. Grabbed over there by Williard, but she steps on the end line. And so the Lady Eagles with it. 24 with a shot from the side. It won't go. Rebound comes off to the Trojans. And back with it comes Heather Williard. Pass inside. Back out here. Here's a shot for 2. No good. Rebound comes off to Heather Williard. Heather back out in front here for Minnick. Minnick bouncing it over here. Bechtel has it. Now out in front, swinging it over here. Williard over on the far side. Here's a shot from the side for 2. No good. Rebound by Andrea Latshaw. Brings it back out here now for Minnick. Her shot won't go. Rebound comes off to Andrea. Back out to Minnick. Minnick. Yeah, her shot no go. Andrea with a follow shot finally. Andrea Latshaw able to put it in for 2, so Andrea gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Rachel Wiest is the point guard. Over here now for Wren. Here's Simcoe with a shot from the left side. No good. Becky Wren picks up the rebound, dribbles it once on the baseline, puts a shot up partially blocked away, and back with it comes the Trojans. This is Minnick. She'll stop and pop. Good. It's 4-0 UDA. Allison Minnick hits a little 6-footer over there on the left side. 4-0. This is Rachel into the corner deep for Furman. Cheryl gets it back out here now for Wiest. Her pass picked off out here by Bechtel. Bechtel goes to the hoop, puts a shot up and in. Good. It's 6-0 UDA. And timeout is going to be called by Mike Calnon immediately here as it started out okay, but Mike here and his squad running into some troubles, and Mike calls timeout. 6:20 remaining here in period number 1. And UDA throwing a shutout at the Eagles. It's 6-0 at this point. Okay, the Eagle timeout is over, and back with it come the Eagles. Wiest, far side, back to Wiest, dumping it inside. Ebersol, Steph grabbed in there, goes to the floor, ball tied up, and it will remain Eagle ball. Steph Ebersol got herself all tied up in there with Brandy Williard that time, I believe. And Becky Wren will inbound for UDA, or for the Eagles. Here she goes right into Furman. Furman puts a shot up, it won't go in. Ball tipped back here for Brandy Williard. Brandy, oh, they had a steam. Here's, whoop, wait a minute. Walk will be called this time as Kim got herself tangled up in there. She went into one of the Eagle defenders and went for the walk. So it's 6-0. Rachel Weiss crosses the timeline, dumps it over here now for, wait a minute, foul will be called. This time it'll be Wren to the line shooting 2. Becky will take her first shot from the foul line tonight, first shot for anybody, and Wren will see if she can put a couple in here. The first point would be the first point for Lyon Mountain, so see if she can do it. First shot looks good. So Becky Wren gives the Eagles their first point. It's 6-1 with 5:48 remaining in the first period. Becky's second shot, good, and it's 6-2. So Becky Wren puts a couple in for the Lady Eagles, and back with it come the Trojans. This is Allison Minnick. Into the corner it goes. Looking inside, here's Brandy. Ball knocked aside that time by Wren. Oh, wait a minute. Walk will be called. Rachel went for the walk, trying to get the quick turnaround here, and Rachel Weiss going to be called for a walk. And I'll give UDA the ball back. This is Allison Minnick, point guard for the Trojans, winding it down this side over here for Kim Bechtel. Kim puts a shot up short. Rebound comes right back to Furman, who dishes it back over there for Wiest, and Rachel coming with a head of steam to the top of the circle. Over here now for Wren. She puts a shot up partially blocked away, and back with it. Whoa, wait. Allison, hang on there. Allison said, ah, darn it. It's 6-2. Okay, Allison was looking for the hoop that time and just caught it and kept running. Okay, Rachel Wiest at the top of the circle. Over there for Sandy Simcoe, and the ball picked off by Allison Minnick. Allison looking for some help, tries to dump it over here for Bechtel. Ball out of bounds off the fingertips of Sandy Simcoe, and it will be Andrea Latshaw to inbound for the Trojans. Back over here for Kim Bechtel. Bechtel for 2, short, no good. Rebound comes off in there, and Allison puts a shot up, no good. Andrea with a shot, no good, and rebound this time for the Trojans, or for the Eagles. This is Becky Wren with it. Becky dribbling around, fires a shot up, no good. Rebound comes onto the floor, and let's see. Ball still loose over there. Andrea Latshaw with it. She'll pass it ahead here for Bechtel. Over to the far side there, Heather Williard. Bounce pass back to Bechtel. Shot put up and in, good. And it's 8-2. 4:24 remaining. Wiest. Near side here for Wren. Becky's got it. Back out to Rachel Wiest. Now over here for Wren. Becky had a shot and took it. No good. Rebound comes off to Allison Minnick. Allison working down that left side. Dropping it over here for Kim Bechtel. She puts a shot up that won't go. Rebound comes loose, and the Eagles gather it back in. Becky Wren will slow things down. Out in front, Becky looking near side over here. Here's a shot from the side here by Rachel Wiest that won't go. Rebound comes off to the Eagles. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to, well, still loose. Jump ball. It will be Eagle ball, or rather Trojan ball. Lundy into the ball game for the Eagles as she took Eversole's place. There's a shot from the side by Bechtel. Good. Kim hangs up a 2-pointer, and it's now 10-2 with 3:23 remaining in the first period. This is Wiest looking for Becky Wren. Now she got it back here to Becky. Becky dumps it into the corner. Here's Lundy with a shot from the side. No good. Rebound picked off over there by, or not a rebound, but the shot, I should say, by Heather Williard. And Heather looking into the corner here for Kim Bechtel. Kim has the ball loose underneath, rolls it off on the left side here eventually. Here's Heather from out front. No good. Rebound comes right down to Lundy, and Lundy will start it back for the Eagles. Pass to the head here now for 32. Rachel Wiest grabs it, goes to put a shot up. No good. Simcoe has it. Dishes it back over here, and a shot taken up there by Furman won't go. And back come the Trojans. Inside here for Andrea Latshaw. Back over here for Bechtel. Bechtel from the side for 2. It's good. Kim Bechtel having a good evening from over here on the right side. So good evening, Kim. Anyway, it is now 12-2. And let's see. Over on the far side, Simcoe into the corner. Here's a shot taken short by Furman, and a foul will be called, and the foul will be on Lundy. And Andrea Latshaw is the one foul, but it'll be non-shooting. Only the team's first, as Lundy picks up the personal foul for the Eagles. Here's Bechtel with it, dumping it inside for Latshaw. She passes it over the top of the bucket, and a foul is called. Before the shot, Cheryl Furman, I think, will pick up the personal foul, and for Cheryl, it will be her first, and for the team, their second. Got 2:16 remaining here in period one. Here's a shot from the side by Minnick, no good. Rebound comes off to Rachel Weiss. Rachel with a head of steam goes to the hoop, puts the shot up, it won't go, and a foul will be called. And this time the foul will be on Lundy. Yep, Rachel Weiss headed right to the hoop that time where she should have gone, but the darn thing did not go down for Rachel. And so it remains a 12-2 ball game with 2:02 remaining here in the first period. This is Minnick with it. Bouncing it back here for Heather Williard. Heather around the right side, stopping and popping. It's no good. Rebound going to be controlled by Heather Williard off the tap of Brandy Williard inside there for UDA. Heather's got it out in front. Setting it up. Over for Kim Bechtel at the top of the circle. Dumping it inside. Now they bring it over here. Here's Minnick with a shot. Good. Allison nails a two-pointer, and it's now 14-2 with 1:22 remaining here in the first period. Over on the far side. This is Furman in the corner, dumping it back out in front. Kim Bechtel quickly coming in there to steal it away. Kim to the line, and she is fouled. And the foul will be on Wiest as Rachel Weiss picks up her first, I believe, and we've got 1:10 remaining here in the first period. Rachel picks up personal foul number 1, and Kim Bechtel goes to the line to shoot 2. Kim's first shot, no good. Kim's second shot is also no good. Rebound going to be controlled by the Eagles, but lost away there. Here's Bechtel going to the hoop for 2. It's good. Kim must have about 6 or 8 here now, and it's 16-2 inside of a minute to play here in the first period. Rachel Weiss over there for Sandy Simcoe. Okay, now we have Becky Wren with a shot from the side. Good. Becky hits one, and it is now 16-4 with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Dump inside here, over here for Bechtel, and Kim Bechtel is going to set herself a record hot shooting tonight if she keeps this up. It's now 18-4. And we got 25 seconds remaining. Into the corner for Furman. Ball hassled over there by a Trojan. Here's Ebersole into the ball game. We're going to lose the ball away. Back with it come the Trojans. This is going to be Bechtel again. Going to the hoop and putting it up and in. Kim with 2 more. And it's now 20-4. Clock down to 5 seconds. Rachel Weiss at the top of the circle. Dumps it over here for Becky Wren. Here's the shot. It's good if it goes, but it won't go. And a foul's going to be called, and Becky will go to the line to shoot 2 before the period officially ends. Becky Wren will be at the line unopposed as she shoots a pair. The foul was on, let's see. The foul was on Kim Bechtel, her first. Second shot is way short, so Becky Wren steps to the line and misses a pair, and so we have timeout on the floor with a score 20-4 at the end of 1 period. Okay, the second period underway. Rachel Weiss with it for the Lyon Mountain Eagles. Ball tipped away by Bechtel. Bechtel ahead over here for Allison Minnick. Allison to the hoop, puts a shot up. It won't go. Rebound by Bechtel. It won't go. Rebounded in there by Wren. And Becky Wren coming back with it now for her Lyon Mountain Eagles. Heading right for the bucket, has it roll off her leg. Now Becky gets it back here for Ebersol. Step, turns into the paint, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Cheryl Furman, no good. Rebound by Ebersol, shot won't go. And back with it come the Trojans. Eagles with 3 shots at it there, and none of them would go in. Here's Minnick with a shot from out front. No good. Rebound's going to be off of a Eagle, and it will remain UDA ball. Chris Biddle to inbound for the Trojans. In here for Kim Bechtel. Kim shot, no good. Rebounded by Becky Wren. Beck will come back with it for the Eagles. Oh, wait a minute. Becky had it roll loose up her arm, and that will give the ball back to the Trojans as Melanie Manning comes in to replace Andrea Latshaw. Andrea playing well in there for Coach O's Trojans. Gets a break now, and Minnick near side over here. Mel Manning with it. Here's a shot from out in front by Stacy Bechtel, no good. Rebound comes down, and wait a minute, it'll be a tie up, no bucket, as it was tied up in there by Ebersol and Chris Biddle. And on the jump, it's going to be UDA with it. Here's Allison Minnick, dribbles in the lane, puts an 8-foot shot up, no good. Rebound comes off over there to Jen Raker, who was in the ball game. Here's Manning with a shot, no good. And back with it comes Raker again. Firing over there for Lundy, but out of bounds off Lundy's fingertips. And it's now going to be the Trojans to inbound. Long inbound pass, and a foul will be called. Mel Manning will pick up the personal foul as she went into Lundy. It will be the 3rd foul, first foul for Manning. And that's going to give the Eagles the ball. It's still 20-4. And this is Rachel Wiest. Near side over here for Wren. Becky throws a shot up, no good. Rebound on the other side, going to go out of bounds off of Stacy Bechtel, so it will remain Lyon Mountain ball as Becky Wren will inbound for UDA. Or for the Eagles, I mean. Okay, here's a long inbound pass for Rachel Wiest. Rachel, top of the circle, stops, looking around, drops it over there. Here's Raker from the side for 2, no good. Rebounded by Bechtel. Oh, long pass, tipped away in there nicely by Rachel Wiest. Now we'll see if Rachel can go to the hoop and put it in. She did. So Rachel Wiest gets the break and puts it into the fast break. Here's a pass over there for Manning, no good, but Chris Biddle with a rebound for UDA puts it in. It's 22-6. Rachel at the top of the circle for her Eagles. Over there for Raker. Now back to Rachel Wiest, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded inside there, still loose. Raker grabs it, she's fouled, and Chris Biddle will pick up the personal foul, and Jen will go to the line shooting 2. Jen Raker with a leg patch on here now, had suffered a severe cut at practice just a few days ago, and it's good to see Jen in the lineup tonight playing with the injury. She's at the line to shoot a pair, and Eagles need them. The first shot is good. 22-7 with 5:39 remaining here in the first half. Second shot by Raker is good, so Jen nails a pair, and it's 22-8. Stacy Bechtel across the timeline with it. Over here for Minnick. Allison near side here now for Faust, who's in the ball game. Minnick to Bechtel, Stacy that is. Over here for Biddle, back out. Now Stacy Bechtel, 15-foot shot, no good. Rebound going to be knocked out of bounds by the Eagles off of Lundy. Biddle will inbound for UDA. There's an inbound pass for Faust, going to go off Ange's hand, out of bounds, and so the Eagles will take over. Rachel Wiest on the near side here for Becky Wren. Becky dribbles in once, gets tied up in here, gets it back out here to Furman. Sherrill with a shot partially blocked away. He's going to go off the fingertips of Manning, off Mel's hands. And the Eagles will retain possession as Wren brings it in. Here's Furman with a dribble, puts a shot up short, no good. Rebound going to go out of bounds off the Eagles this time. So UDA has the ball, and Stacy Bechtel will inbound the ball. Long inbound pass over here for Manning. Mel down the left side. Stop, picks it up, brings it back out here now for Minnick. Allison on the near side. Allison has it again, out in front, Stacy Bechtel. Here's a shot from over there for two by Manning. Melody gets herself two, and it's now 24-8. UDA. Wiest. Bounce pass. Whoa, wait a minute. Leg kick. Called that time on Allison Minnick, I think, as she got the leg on the ball. Kim Bechtel will check back in, and Stacy Bechtel will check out. And Allison Minnick also checking out for UDA. As Heather Williard back into the ball game. Here's Raker from the side for two. No good. Rebounded in there by the Trojans. Chris Biddle coming back with it for Angie Faust. Angie back to Chris. Out front, Kim Bechtel. Over there for Williard, swinging around the left side for Manning. Back to Williard. Williard for two, I think. No good. Biddle with a rebound shot. That won't go. Ball loose underneath there. Wrestled for, finally picked up by Becky Wren. Wren has the ball tapped out of her hands by Faust, and back with it comes Angie. Raker was after her, but she got it over there to Heather Williard. Heather at the top of the circle, near side here now for Faust. Williard out in front. They swing it over into the corner for Angie Faust. Angie on the left baseline. Here's a shot by Kim Bechtel, and it's good. Kim hangs up a two-pointer. And it's 26-8. Rachel Wiest. Here's another ball kicked in there by Kim Bechtel. And Brandy Williard comes up back into the ball game to take Chris Biddle's spot. Chris will take a seat. And Jen Raker will inbound for the Eagles. Here for Wren, and now back to Wiest. Over into the corner for Furman. Here's Raker with it. Back out here for Rachel Wiest. Rachel steps up and pops one up. No good. Rebound on the far side. Kim Bechtel will pick it up for the Trojans. Bounce pass over here for Faust. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded in there by, let's see. Oh, going to be a walk. Be a walk called on Kim, I guess, as the ball was loose in the lane there. Several people had a chance for it. How in the world he called that one, I'll never tell you. Anyway, we're inside of 3 minutes remaining in the half. It's 26-8. Rachel Wiest dumping it over here for Becky Wren. Now inside it goes. Here's Furman with a shot. No good. And a rebound shot there by Wren goes in. So Becky Wren gets herself two. Here comes the Trojans. Williard backing over here for Heather Williard. Now Angie Faust dumping it inside. Brandy puts a shot up, but it won't go. Rebound on the far side by Mel. Manning, though, is good. And Manning positions herself well to get the rebound and got it. It's 28-10. Wiest from out in front for two. Good. Rachel Wiest with a 15-footer from right at the foul line. Ball tipped away, gathered back in by the Trojans. And here comes that Heather Williard. Near side over here for Faust. Ange looking back here for Heather Williard. Heather puts a shot up for three. No good. Rebound comes off of Faust. Got it. Dropping it back out here. Here comes Rachel Wiest. Going in there with Kim Bechtel. Kim stops. Rachel puts the shot up and it won't go. Rebound save from out of bounds by UDA, but touched by a Trojan last. And so it will be the Eagles with the ball to inbound here after the Trojan timeout. It's 28-12 with a minute 49 remaining here in the first half. The Trojans have called timeout. Following the timeout, the inbound pass comes back here to Rachel Wiest. Over into the corner. Here's Raker for two. That won't go. Rebound underneath, and a foul is going to be called. And let's see. Technical foul A two-shot foul, a technical foul or something, or whatever they call it. Technical foul on 22 on Steph Ebersol. I don't quite understand that. Kim Bechtel will go to the line shooting 2 or more. Let's see. Kim shoots her first shot. No good. She'll get at least another one. Okay. Second shot, no good. So Kim, uncharacteristically, misses a pair, and now it'll be a Trojan ball out of bounds over here. And here we go. UDA to inbound here for Heather Williard. Heather tries to dump it inside for Brandy Williard. Ball tapped away, but Heather Williard gathers it back again. Heather stops and pops. No good. Short rebound. Loose in there. Picked up by Brandy Williard. She loses it. And Rachel Wiest racing down the right side over there. Goes all the way coast to coast. Loses the ball. And back with it come the Trojans. Heather Williard to inbound for Allison Minnick. Allison pushes it ahead here now for Brandy Williard. She goes across the timeline with it. Ebersol on her. Back over here now for Minnick. Now Brandy Williard. Bounce pass inside off the hands of Stacy Snyder, who is returning to the ball game lineup now for the first time since suffering an injury. And I think the first ball game of the season, as I recall. Anyway, Stacy's been out for a while. She's going to get a little action here in this ball game. Jen Raker back over here for Wiest. Rachel steps up and pops one from outside. No good. Rebound will be controlled by Allison Minnick. And Allison will start it back for her Trojans. Dumping it in the corner. Ball knocked loose over here by Wiest. Saved from going out of bounds, but back inside here to the Eagles. Here's Heather from out front. Good. Heather Williard puts a 12-footer in. Now 30-12. Clock down to 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rachel, near side over here for Becky Wren. Becky dumping it in here for Steph Ebersol. Ebersol goes for a double dribble. And she dribbled once or twice and then took off again with it. And let's see. Here comes Allison Minnick as the clock is down to 22 seconds. Inside for Brandy Williard. Back out in front here for Heather Williard. Heather down the right side, goes to the baseline, puts a shot up short, rebounded in there by Steph Ebersol. Drops it back here for Wiest with 8 seconds remaining. So the Eagles are going to have to do something quickly with it. Here's Becky Wren from the side for 2. No good. Rebound comes loose. Allison Minnick's got it. Allison will not get the shot off. And that'll end the first half. So at the end of the first half, the Trojans look like they're on the comeback trail now as they lead these Line Mountain Eagles by 18. It is 30-12 at the end of one half of play. Back with the second half in just a moment. Okay, to begin the second period of play, Jen Raker into the ball game. She'll drop it back here for point guard Rachel Wiest, and the Line Mountain Eagles, Lady Eagles here, have the first opportunity to score. Raker back over here for Becky Wren from the side. Blocked away in there by Kim Bechtel. Kim's got it back again. Bounce pass over here, knocked aside, but gathered back in by the Trojans. Bechtel from out in front, no good. Rebound comes off to Steph Ebersol. She'll drop it back for Wiest. Rachel will try to set it up again here for her Eagles. Over here now for Raker. Raker with a shot off the front, no good. Rebounded by Andrea Lachaw, and Andrea drop it back over there for the point guard eventually here. Minnick over there for Kim Bechtel. Back here for Allison Minnick. Shot from the side, good. Kim Bechtel nails yet another one. And it's now 32-12, a 20-point ball game for the Trojans. Pass inside intended for Furman, tapped away but gathered back in again, and now they try to get to Ebersol in the baseline, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Kim Bechtel to inbound for Upper Dauphin for Allison Minnick. Allison dumping it ahead for Kim. Down the right side she goes. Into the lane, stopping, popping it over here for Brandy Williard. Brandy puts a shot up that won't go. Rebound comes off to Becky Wren. Becky gonna go coast to coast with it, puts a shot up, no good, but there's Raker with a rebound shot, good. Jen Raker gets herself 2 points. It's now 32-14. Here's Andrea going to the hoop for two. A foul is called. A bucket is good. And Andrea will go to finish off a three-point play for her Trojans. Andrea with a good break that time. Took it right up there on the right-handed layup. And the bucket was good. And she was hacked as... well, I'm not sure who had the foul. I'll have to wait for the score person to put it up. First shot, and the only shot, good. Wait a minute. Okay, shot was good. Andrea finishes off her three-point series here. The last foul Mrs. White didn't put up on the board, so I don't know exactly who it was on or how many there were. But that's okay. Here's Wiest back over here now. Rachel steps up and pops one up and in. It is good, and it's now, whoa, wait a minute. Blue ball. Something happened down here. The Trojans got tangled up with the inbounds and give it back here to Line Mountain. Wren over here for Raker, dumping it inside to Wren on the left baseline. Becky will carry it back out here to Jen Raker. Now back over here for Wiest. And Raker again with it. Jen puts a shot up from over here, no good. Rebound comes off to Andrea Lacha, and Andrea dumps it ahead here now for Bechtel. Kim, near side over here for Allison, and Allison goes for the walk into the lane that time. Allison just trying to hurry a little bit too much, I think, and walked with it. Give the ball back to the Eagles. 35-16, Wiest. Near side here for Raker. Now back to Wiest. Wiest from outside for two. 15-footer put up there by Rachel Wiest. 35-18. Here's Andrea Lachaw. Has it stolen away over there by Furman. Furman has it. Gets it back over here for Raker. Jen going to dribble around the right side. Puts a shot up and in. Good. It's now 35-20. Here's Kim Bechtel. Dipping it off on the far side over there. Here's Andrea Lachaw with it. She has the ball tipped loose. It's going to go out of bounds off the fingertips of Cheryl Furman. I think in timeout is going to be called by Coach Tom Ozenbach now, as he sees these Lady Eaglebirds here flying back here just a little bit, margin down to 15. I wouldn't say that's great pressure, but nevertheless, it's 35-20 with 5:19 remaining in the third. The animals are after it. Okay, that's our fans. Andrea Lacho will inbound the ball following the UDA timeout. Over here for Allison Minnick. Allison from the side for two. No good. Rebound comes off to Raker. Jen coming back with it. Dumps it ahead here now for Wiest. And whoa. Traveling going to be called before the collision inside there. Rachel went for just a little bit of a hop that time. And here's Minnick. Allison dribbles it loose out here. Gets it ahead here for Kim Bechtel. Kim driving to the hoop. Has the ball stuffed by Lundy in there. And it goes out of bounds off the Trojans. So Lundy for the Eagles coming up with a big play that time, as Kim went to the hoop with it and was blocked. Here's Raker into the corner over here for Furman. Ball stripped away. It's going to be gathered in, and it will be Upperdoff and ball, as Allison Minnick with a good defensive play that time tied up Rachel Wiest. Gave the ball back to UDA. Here's Allison with it across the timeline. Kim Bechtel over in the right wing corner. They go to Andrea Lachaw now back out in front, swinging it over here on the near side. Bechtel for two, short. Rebound going to be controlled in there by Raker, and Raker has the ball knocked out of bounds by Kim Bechtel, and so it will remain Eagle ball. Raker playing with that sore knee. Got to be affecting Jen a little bit. At least I'm sure she can feel it. Here's Rachel Wiest stopping over here for Raker. Raker for two. It's good. Jen Raker hangs it up for a two-pointer, and it's now 22-35, 35-22. Long pass over here for Bechtel. Bounce pass to Andrea Lachaw, and Andrea puts it home. Nice pass by Kim Bechtel to Andrea Lachaw, and Lachaw put it in. 35-24. 11-point lead for UDA. Here's Raker from outside. Again, Jen Raker nails another one. So Jen's got the spot here. She is dead from right here. Here's the ball tipped away. Gathered in here by Becky Wren. Becky goes to the hoop and is fouled. And she will go to the line shooting 2. And the Eagles can ill afford to miss foul shots now. It's 35-26. Well, at least they're making a ball game out of it now as the Eagles make a run at our Trojans. And here's Becky Wren shooting the first of 2. It's good. 35-27, the margin down to 8. And Becky can make it 7, and she did. So it's a 7-point lead now for the Trojans. It's 35-28. Pressure put on here. Oh, and a foul will be called. Cheryl Furman will be called with the foul as she dived into Brandy Williard. Be a non-shooting foul. And UDA will have the ball to inbound over here. For Cheryl Furman, it was her first. The team's second of the half. And we got 3:45 remaining. Here comes the ball into the corner. Now back out here for Heather Williard. Near side. Here's Stacy Bechtel for 2. It won't go. Rebound underneath there by Cheryl Furman. Cheryl will clear it over here for Becky Wren. Becky heading down that left side. Passes it underneath. Intended for Lundy. Lundy loses it as it's tipped out of bounds by the Trojans. And it will be... What happened to the score? How did we lose a point or two? Here's a shot put up, no good. Rebound comes back to Brandy Williard. Brandy finally taking it loose. Drops it back for Lachaw. And now out here for Williard. Near side over here. Here's Stacy Williard for 2. It's good. Stacy nails one from out front here. And back come the... Here's Rachel Weiss from out in front. It's good. Rachel shoots a 15-footer up. And they got the double teaming on them here. They got them all tied up in here. Here's State ahead here for Brandy Williard. And 10 seconds is going to be called as a Trojan pressure. Or the Eagle have pressured the Trojans on the offensive end of the court. And it's 28-39. Something's wrong. I don't think the scoreboard's correct, folks. Here's a shot taken over here by the Eagles, good. And it's now 30-39. Here comes a long pass over here for Andrea Lachaw. Andrea's got it, starts down the side. Ball tipped away in there by the Eagles. And it will be the Trojans to inbound. Here is Bechtel for 2. That was Stacy Bechtel. No good. Ball on the floor. Rolls loose. Picked up over here by Heather Williard. Heather dribbles it around the top of the circle. Dumps it over to the far side for Kim Bechtel. That shot is short. The rebound's going to come off to Heather Williard. Heather on the right baseline. Heather, and wait a minute. The walk will be called, and the Eagles will get the ball back. We have timeout called by the Trojans. And I think the score is wrong, and Coach Calnon is checking on the score. I think that score is wrong. It's 39-30. Okay, the Eagles will have the ball following the Trojan timeout. This is Rachel Weiss with it. Over here for Rachel. Now, Wren from outside. It's good for 2. It's 39-32. So here's Kim Bechtel going down the court with it. Kim's dropping it over in the far side, goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Andrea Lachaw. And the Eagles will have the ball. And here they come. This is Rachel Weiss. Cross the timeline. Over here for Raker. Now back to Weiss. Driving the right baseline. A walk will be called as Rachel Weiss tried to drive the baseline. And it will be the Trojans to inbound. Stacy Bechtel will inbound for UDA with 1:35 remaining in the third. Pass ahead here now, and across they go here for Andrea. Andrea puts a shot up and in, good. Okay, Andrea Lachaw gets the 41st point. Here comes Weiss with it, dribbling it back over here for Raker, back into Weiss. She tries to put it inside here. Weiss recovers her own pass that was blocked away by Kim Bechtel. Jen Raker over here on the side tries to dump it inside. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Brandy Williard. It was intended for Cheryl Furman. Got a minute and 6 remaining here now in the third period. Becky Wren over here for Raker. She puts a shot up, no good. Brandy Williard with the rebound. And it comes back here for Kim Bechtel. We're inside of 1 minute right now. Here is Allison Minnick. That is in the third, rather. Allison for 2 from out in front. Won't go. Rebounded underneath there by Raker. Jen coming back with it. Will she go coast to coast? Nope. Drives it down into the baseline. Dumps it out in front. Here's Wiest with a shot. Good. Rachel Wiest nails one from out in front. And a foul will be called this time. Blocking foul will be called on Becky Wren. And that'll send Bechtel. No, it won't. No shooting. Becky Wren picks up her second, I think. No, her first. It's 41-34 with 39 seconds remaining. Clock moving now as Allison Minnick takes it to the top of the circle. Near side over here for Stacy Bechtel. Brandy Williard back out to Brandy or Stacy on the far side. Here's Brandy Williard underneath. Puts a shot up, it won't go. Rebound comes off to Cheryl Furman. Cheryl loses it, and wait a second. Foul will be called on Cheryl Furman, I guess. Yeah, Cheryl Furman picks up the personal foul, and again, none shooting for Cheryl. It is her third. We've got 18 seconds remaining. Bounce pass inside for Brandy, and a foul will be called. Now this time it'll be on Jen Raker, I guess. Yeah, Raker picks up the personal foul. That will be the 5th team foul. And so Brandy will go to the line shooting 2. Well, I guess she would have gone to the line shooting 2 anyway. I guess Brandy was shooting. So Brandy in the line to shoot a pair. Here's her first shot. It's good. Brandy, a darn good foul shooter at times. Stood here the other night and put on a foul shooting demonstration. She was a machine. And she's going to get to try that one more time. Second shot. Good. Brandy do make her fouls. Yes, she do. Okay. Back with it come the Eagles with 13 seconds remaining. It's now 43-34. 9-point margin for UDA. Inside here for Wiest. Wiest tries to dump it over to the far side. Shot put up. Won't go. Rebound comes off to Allison Minnick. And the ball's going to roll out of bounds as the third period comes to an end. So pretty darn exciting third period for both clubs as they saw the Eagles come back here to within 6 or 7, whatever, and it's 43-34 now with 8 seconds remaining in the ball game. Okay, to begin the fourth period of play, Jen Raker will inbound the ball for the Eagles. Does so back here for Rachel Wiest. Rachel across the timeline over the far side. Dumping it back inside. Ball stolen away nicely in there by Allison Minnick, but she gives the ball away here to Wiest. Wiest puts a shot up, no good. Rachel will let the ball go out of bounds off the Trojans, so the Eagles will maintain possession. Becky Wren will inbound it. Becky does so, comes back in here, and it's loose, picked up over here by Wiest. She drops it down here for Raker. Jen puts a shot up that won't go. And let's see. It goes off the Eagles, and UDA will inbound the ball. This will be Stacy Bechtel inbounding for the Trojans. Ahead here now for Kim Bechtel. Kim drops it off over there for Andrea Latchaw. Andrea has it rolled loose. Goes to put a shot up. A walk will be called as, or a jump. It'll remain UDA ball. Ball rolled up Andrea's arm that time and then was grabbed by her and an Eagle. Bechtel from the side for 2, and no good. Rebound comes back out here to Stacy Bechtel. Stacy, 15-foot shot. It won't go, and a rebound by Jen Raker. Jen coming back with it. Passes it underneath, intended for Lundy. She'll drop it back here for Wren. Wren puts a shot up short, no good. Rebound comes back to Biddle. And Chris will start it down the right side for UDA. She'll pull it up here now, give it back to Kim Bechtel. Kim over in the corner for Allison Minnick, and now Andrea Latchaw back to Bechtel. Over here for Stacy Bechtel. Near side here for Allison. Puts a shot up and in, good. Allison Minnick with a nice shot. And it's now 45-34 as the Eagles set it up. Pass over there. Here's Wren with a shot from outside. It won't go. Rebound comes back off to Biddle. Biddle over here for Allison Minnick. Minnick pushes it down the left wing side. Stacy Bechtel for two. That shot won't go. Rebound underneath, however, controlled by the Trojans. Latchall back for Kim Bechtel, and Kim puts it up and in. 12-footer for Kim Bechtel, 47-34. Trojans begin to open up the margin again here now. The Eagles had put a rush on them, but Trojans back in control. Here's a ball going to be kicked out of bounds off the feet of Becky Wren. And it will be UDA ball with 6:10 remaining here. And Coach Mike Calnon will call timeout for his Lady Eagles with 6:10 remaining. It's 47-34. Okay, set to go following the Eagle timeout. Trojans with the ball. Allison at the top of the circle. Pops one up for two. No good. Rebound loose underneath there. Brandy Williard puts the shot up and in good. Brandy had position that time and got the rebound and put her home. It's 49-34, 15-point margin. Whoa, wait a minute. Carried the ball, did Sandy Simcoe. So the Eagles becoming unglued here a little bit now. They had made a race at it, but they're dropping back now. It's 49-34. Bechtel out in front. Here's Stacy Bechtel for two. Good. Stacy with a 15-foot shot just from the left of the foul line. 51-34. Becky Wren looking for Cheryl Furman on the left baseline. She puts a shot up and in good. Cheryl Furman hits one for two. And back comes Allison Minnick. Allison ahead here now for Biddle. She tries to put it across, but Becky Wren knocks it out of bounds. Pass was intended for Brandy Williard, but Wren got a hand on it. And Biddle will inbound it over there for Allison Minnick. Allison for two, no good. Rebound's going to come off and be controlled by Wiest. Rachel to the hoop, puts the shot up, it won't go, but she is fouled, and Allison Minnick will pick up the foul. Not much of a foul that time. Allison says, you gotta be kidding. Anyway, Rachel Wiest goes to the line, shooting two. With 5:02 remaining here in the ball game, it's 51-36 UDA. And we'll see if Rachel can make a couple here. Her first shot's good. 51-37. Her second shot is also good, 51-38. So the margin down to 13 now. As Bechtel heads across the timeline with it, dumps it ahead here for Brandy Williard. Her shot no good, rebounded in there by Lundy, and Lundy is going to be fouled. Someone in there for the Trojans is going to pick up a foul, and that's going to send Lundy to the, or no, it won't send her to the line either. No. 32 for the Trojans, picks up the personal foul. That was Stacy Bechtel. I really didn't see Stacy making the foul, but the referee did, and that's what counts. Anyway, back with it come the Eagles. Here's Jen Raker with it. Jen drops it off over here. Now out in front, ball tipped away, but gathered back in here by Rachel Wiest. Then she throws it off the fingertips of Allison Minnick out of bounds on the near side. Raker to inbound. Does so back here now for Wren. Becky going around the right side over there. Drops it back to Lundy. Back out in front here now for Wiest. Over there for Becky Wren. Becky puts a shot up, partially blocked and gathered in by Biddle of the Trojans. Chris going down that right side. Back over here for Allison Minnick. Allison directly out in front. Drops it over here for Kim Bechtel. Into the side for Biddle. Now back out. Stacy Bechtel into the side for Kim Bechtel. Kim shot short, partially blocked. Brandy Williard puts a shot up, no good. Follow-up shot by Stacy Bechtel is up and in good. And a foul called. Foul will be on number 33 of the Eagles. And Stacy will go to the line, shooting one to finish off a three-point play. Fourth foul picked up by Furman, and Stacy makes it a perfect three. She sunk the bucket, made the foul shot. And it's now 54-38. Whoa, 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 whoa. Foul called on the other end of the court. Kim Bechtel will go to the line shooting 2. Kim's first shot is no good. Second shot on Bechtel is good, or for Kim, I mean, is good. And Rachel Weiss bringing it back for the Eagles. It's 55-38. Over here for Becky Wren, into the corner. Lundy, now back to Becky, driving the right or left baseline. Ball stripped away from her and gathered in there by Stacy Bechtel. As they both converged on Becky Wren, Stacy Bechtel and Brandy Williard, and Stacy came up with it. Brandy has it in the corner now. Out in here for Kim Bechtel. Near side, Stacy's shot partially blocked away, but there is Biddle with a rebound shot, no good. Brandy Williard picks up the ball, puts a shot up. That won't go. Rebounded underneath by by no one, knocked out of bounds by the Eagles apparently, and Biddle will inbound the ball. Over here for Brandy Williard right underneath, it won't go, and a foul or a foul will be called, and Kim Bechtel will go to the line shooting 2. Number 44, Jen Raker, picked up the personal foul, and the Eagles call timeout. So we have 3:07 remaining in the ball game, and the Trojans in command now, 55-38. Kim Bechtel at the line, positioning herself to shoot 2. We'll see if Kim makes a couple of these here. Her first shot is good. Beautiful shot by Kim Bechtel. And the old Kimmer will have one more crack at it. And her second shot is also good. So Kim hangs a pair in there very nicely. And it's now 57-38. Rachel Weiss, point guard, over on the left side for Becky Wren. Becky looking inside here. Cheryl Furman bounces it once. Whoa, wait a minute. Foul called. Foul going to be called, and Cheryl will go to the line. Or will she? No, she won't. It's going to be out of bounds on the baseline. Cheryl will not be shooting. As 55 of the Trojans. Brandy Williard picks up her second. Kim Bechtel and Chris Biddle check out of the ball game now for UDA. Manning back in for the Trojans along with Heather Williard. Pass inside for Raker is good as Rachel Weiss held onto the ball and just waited for. Wait. Heather get all tangled up over there, going for a hop, skip, and a jump, and she'll be called for the walk. And it's 57-40. Raker to inbound the ball. Does so in here now for Lundy. Lundy puts a shot up, and a foul's called. Lundy will go to the line shooting 2. First shot by Lundy is good. And her second shot is also good. 2 nice foul shots by Lundy. Makes it a 57-42 ball game with 2:33 remaining. Ange Faust into the ball game again now for UDA. Ooh, here's a ball tipped away, stolen away by Wren. She'll stop and pop. No good. Rebound shot in there by Furman, though, is good. It's 57-44. Whoa, high dribble and a lost ball. Now, wait a second. What are they going to call it? Oh, my goodness. Mike can't imagine that the call went like that. Anyway, okay, I didn't know that. Didn't see that call. But anyhow, back with it come the Trojans. Over to the far side, Heather Williard rather. Back over here for, here's a nice drive and a missed shot. Allison took it right to the hoop. Here comes Wiest with it down the left side. She loses the ball, and a foul's going to be called. It'll be a blocking foul called on Faust. And Rachel Wiest will go to the line, is shooting a 1-and-1, I believe. Or is she shooting 2? No, 1 and 1. Okay. Rachel Wiest at the line to shoot a 1 and 1. Here's her first shot. It's good. It's 57-45. And Rachel's second shot is no good. Rebound tipped away. Got it in over there by Lundy. Lundy will drop it back over here for Wiest. Wiest near side to Raker. Off Jen's fingertips as a pass was slightly behind Raker. Here comes Allison with it. Off the fingertips. Gathered in by Lundy. Back over here for Cheryl Furman. Cheryl stops, looking around for a little bit of help. Drops it over there for Lundy. Back out here to Rachel Wiest. Rachel going for it, and the ball is going to be off Rachel, out of bounds, as she and Allison Minnick battled for the rebound there. And it will be Allison Minnick with it now. Ahead over here for 34, Williard. Back now, Angie Faust has it. Now Allison's got it, back to Ange, over into the corner. Back out in front for Allison Minnick. Allison looking around, swinging it over in the corner there for Williard. Williard down into the right wing corner. Goes Heather with it, bounces it back out here for Stacy Snyder, who is back into the ball game. Now Allison Minnick. Over on the far side. Here goes Angie Faust into the left wing corner. Back out in front. Picked off by the Eagles, and back with it comes Wiest. She'll head for the bucket and pop it up and in. 57-47. 10-point ball game. Clock down to 55 seconds. Heather Williard dropping it back over here. Ball tapped loose. Gathered in by Cheryl Furman. And hold everything here. Foul going to be called, and a 1 and 1. As Heather Williard, Heather looks bad out here. Heather says, what the heck am I doing? Anyway, Heather picks up the personal foul, and for Heather, it will be her third, I believe. Second. Okay, second. Only 48 seconds remain in the ball game, and Cheryl Furman will be at the line for the Eagles, shooting a 1 and 1. 57-47, I think, for the Eagles. This is their highest point output of the season. First shot by Cheryl is short. Rebound comes off over here to Raker. Jen's got it. Fires a shot up. That won't go. And a foul is called. I think Stacy Snyder picks up the first personal for herself. And Raker goes to the foul line shooting 2. It's 57-47. And Jen's first shot is no good. Jen had made a couple previously here from the foul line, but she missed that one, so she'll get one more try. Her second shot is good. 57-48. Clock down to 43 seconds. Pass ahead here now. Going to come off to Stacy Snyder. She'll, wait a minute. Walk will be called as Stacy Bechtel went for the walk. And Raker will inbound here for Wiest. Rachel right down the thing, puts a shot up, partially blocked away. Rebounded in there by Stacy Snyder. She'll drop it back here for Allison Minnick, who drops it, but it comes over here for Bechtel. Kim will hold everything. A foul will be called, and Kim will go to the line, shooting a 1 and 1. As Jen Raker picks up the personal foul, and Kim will be at the line to shoot a 1 and 1. Well, we'll see what Kim can do with it. First shot, no good. In and out it comes. Controlled off the fingertips of Lundy, I believe. And the Eagles, with 21 seconds left, will call time, as Mike wants to get his gals to continue playing the way they are. They're losing the ball game, but they're playing well at the moment. And it's 57-48, and 9-point margin, and the Trojans will have the ball when we come back. So the Eagle time is over. Clock down to 20 seconds. Here's a shot by what you call no good. Here comes Wiest with it to the hoop, rolls it off there, it won't go. Rebound comes back over, and a Good block made over there by the Trojans. Ball still loose, picked up by, by Furman, and that's going to end the ball game. But another loss for the Eagles, but I think the Eagles learned an awful lot tonight, and I'm sorry if I sounded just somewhat a little impartial. I didn't mean to, but Coach Mike almost got himself his first victory, but the Trojans have prevailed, and that's good. It's 57-50, a 7-point ball game, and I'm sure Mike is satisfied with that. So, congratulations to Coach Ozenbach and all of these Lady Trojans. They've gotten themselves back on the victory side of the ledger tonight and played a darn good ball game. And the Eagles gave them a pretty good ball game themselves. So we'll catch you later after the next UDA varsity girls basketball game. Congratulations, gang. Good job. See you all later. And a foul will be on Ian Smeltz as Dudley went to the line, put the bucket in, and is fouled. And that gives the Newport Buffaloes a 3-point margin. And Dudley at the line to finish off a 3-point play, which would give them a 4-point margin. For Smeltz, only his second foul. But it came with just 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining in the ball game. So things getting a little more tense here now at the UDA gymnasium. First shot, or his only shot, no good. Rebound comes off over here to Huffman. He'll fire it ahead here now off the fingertips of Jeff Lentz. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to be off of Newport, and it will be UDA ball. That time that it passed over there from Huffman to Lentz was absolutely horrendous, and Jeff had a heck of a time just trying to get a hold of that one. The Trojans can't afford to do that. They got to make some good passes. We have 1 minute and 28 seconds left to play. Here's Huffman with it. Bryan looking around, bounces it inside. Bad pass stolen away over there by White Kettle. And back with it comes the Newport. This is Singleton. Singleton standing with it. We're down to 1 minute and 10. Over on the far side it goes now to Bond. Bond into the lane, stops, pops it back over here now for White Kettle, and now Bond has it back again. Clock down to 1 minute. This is Dudley outside. Singleton. We're down to 50 seconds. Here's 32 with it. Ball loose out in front. Picked up by, foul will be called. A foul will be on Jason Undercuffler with just 45 seconds remaining. And that's going to send 13, I guess, or somebody. Let's see. Trojans going to call time. We'll find out who's going on the line. But at any rate, Trojans down by 3, 62-59, and somebody will be shooting a 1-and-1. Singleton will be the man stepping to the line, to the foul line for his Newport Buffaloes. With 45 seconds left, we're in a 3-point ball game. He'll be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. So here's his first shot. It will be no good. Rebound, however, comes off and is controlled by Newport. Can you believe it? Over here, they're going to have to go through the same thing. It's 38 seconds remaining. The ball over here. Now Singleton has it. Singleton has the ball roll loose. Going to be going on the floor. Picked up underneath, I think. No. Nope. Newport still has it. 24 seconds remaining. Here goes Huff, and a foul will be called. It'll be a deliberate foul called on Jason Undercuffler, I think it is. But at any rate, the Trojans just unable to get the darn ball. And so with just 23 seconds remaining in a 3-point ball game, Huff, I think it is, or Bond, for Newport, will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. It's a deliberate foul they call on Jason Undercuffler. He had no alternative but to deliberately foul him as the time's down to 23 seconds. So Bond at the line shooting, and he's not going to make that one. And that will give him one more, as it'll be a 2-shot foul, I suppose. I guess the intentional ones are 2. And he'll shoot his second one as the crowd goes bunkers here. Second shot is in and out, no good. So the Trojans still with a breath of life here. However, Newport will have the ball with 23 seconds to kill. And the Trojans, if they can come down here and have Huffman or somebody shoot a three-pointer, we could have a super ending to this ball game. Here's the game up here. The ball, he's going to be double-teamed. Ball stolen. Huffman going in for the shot. Puts the shot up. It won't go, but a foul is going to be called. And Brian Huffman will go to the line shooting 2. Brian, if the ball would have gone, Huffman could have tied it up here now. Because Brian, a very, very steady foul shooter. He is at the line to shoot a two-pointer. Shoot 2, that is. And timeout's going to be called by Newport to give Brian a chance to think this over, but that won't affect him. He'll stand there and pop them up one way or the other no matter what. So, UDA with a glimmer of hope here still. Scoreboard shows we've got 16 seconds remaining. Huffman at the line to shoot 2, and we're down by 3. Good ball game. Be right back. Brian Huff at the line shooting 2. First shot, no good. He will get one more. That one was pretty important. You got to make one of these anyway. And let's see if Brian can make one now. If he makes it, the Trojans have got to get the ball back immediately on the inbound thing. Here's his second shot. It's good. Time momentarily called now until they see if they can get it here. Time's going to click down. We're down to 12 seconds. Nobody on the man out in front. Now somebody's on him, and a foul is going to be called, and a 1-and-1 they'll call with 8 seconds remaining. So a very important 1-and-1. Coach over there very disgusted at the official only calling a 1-and-1. Look at him. He's sitting here sideways. And let's see. 5 fouls on Brian Huffman. So with that foul, our three-point shooter has fouled out of the ball game. Coach over here really, okay, coach trying to figure out what the heck is going on here now. But the time now is being consumed by the Trojans while they put somebody else into the ball game. Looks like it will be a road cap, I guess, coming back in. Or is it Jason Undercuff? I'm not sure. Anyway, Brian Huffman goes out with his 5th foul. 8 seconds remain. 62-60. And Horting at the line for Newport shooting a 1-and-1. Boy, if you don't think this is a tough 1-and-1, the crowd should let him have it on this one. Here it is. And it is good. So that puts the margin back up to 3 with 8 seconds left. Sets up the opportunity for the Trojans to put a 3-point shot in if they can get one loose. However, Horting has got to miss this one. So let's see what happens now. 63-60. Horting's second shot is good. And that might have done it now as we're down to 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Over the far side it goes. Here's a shot for 3 from over there. No good. Rebound comes off to Bond. And that's going to do it. And the Trojans will lose for the second time this year to the Newport Buffaloes after having led the Buffaloes at one time in the ball game tonight by some 12 or 13 points. The Trojans see them come out on the short end again here against Newport, 64-60, a 4-point ball game, and that's the final score in one heck of a really, really tough ball game. So Trojans find themselves now sinking a little bit here in the second half, but they've got a good effort out of everybody, just wasn't quite enough at the end. So next time we'll try to catch another ball game and see if we can do a little bit better. Good night. Brian Huffman ends tonight's ball game as high point.